Welcome in to the show. Happy hump day, y'all. It's Wednesday. This is Sports with Huevos. Let's get it, baby. Man, early morning. I delayed the show just a little bit this morning. Going to try to do it a little bit often or more often, maybe 30, 45 minutes later than usual. But I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls. Here we go, man. And I mean, here we go. Why? Because it is NCAA season now. I haven't talked about the NCAA football yet, but man, brand new 2025 NCAA coaches poll came out. Massive season opening showdown between number 1 and number 2. Can't wait to get to that. We'll talk about that here in a minute. NFL preseason games stacking up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be phenomenal. Let's dive in. Well, before we dive in, today is August the 2nd, or August the 6th. I'm sorry, not 2nd. It is a hump day Wednesday. It is Finish Your Degree Day, National Root Beer Float, Regatta Day, Balloons to Heaven Day. Love that. Love that. Farm Worker Appreciation Day. Shout out to Heath. Farm Worker Appreciation Day. My boy in Iowa, Heath Robinson. Shout out to you. What else we got? Hiroshima Day. Ooh, that's not a good one. Jamaica's Independence. Shabba Ranks. I was almost in your video a long time ago. I know you remember. National Fresh Breath Day. Psychiatric Technician Appreciation Day. All right. Wiggle Your Toes Day. My son's going to love that. And Sailor Moon Day. No clue what that is. There you go. Those are your national holidays today. No food? Oh, National Root Beer Float. There you go. I was about to say, got to get something, man. It is August the 6th. This is Sports with Balls. I'm your host, Jeff Michael. And, man, let's get into some top headlines. Yesterday we found out there's been rumors flying around that ESPN will be acquiring the NFL Network. To me, that just means Red Zone, right? It used to be NFL Films. They used to have the playbacks. And now NFL Network that shows some games every day or every week. I'm sorry. Anyways, ESPN will be acquiring the NFL Network. And I believe it's for an equity stake of 10% of ESPN, which is pretty good. Right? Pretty good. I just wonder, I mean, I absolutely love Red Zone. For fantasy football, for all sorts of purposes. But Red Zone is phenomenal. I mean, no commercials. What is it? 12 straight hours or however he says it of commercial-free football. Scott Hansen, that's his name. You got to wonder, I hope he's still going to do Red Zone. Yeah, I mean, this is a big deal for a lot of people. And it's mixed emotions, right? Some people they're not fans of ESPN. Not a fan at all. And you just wonder if this will take its toll on the NFL Network. Like, are they going to leave Scott in there? Or are they going to get somebody in there and make it a whole broadcast and do this entire thing that they usually do? And it's exhausting, ESPN. It's exhausting. Enough with the 2 people, 3 people, 4 people arguing debate sessions. God, that's old. Please move on to a new format. 4, 5, 6 people debating the same subjects for 12 straight hours is obnoxious. Obnoxious. It gets old. Let's try something else that's entertaining. That's just my take on it. But I hope they don't ruin NFL Red Zone for me. As long as it's just football and no commercials, I'm down. So it is what it is. But ESPN did acquire the NFL Network for 10% equity stake in ESPN. So good for them. The throwing of the sex objects in the WNBA. Can I say that on air? I think I can, but I'll leave that alone. But it has become an event. It has become a thing that people are doing to the WNBA games, and they need to stop. It's just kind of ridiculous. Come on, guys. It is, man, getting old, man. Getting very, very old. Jerry Jones confident that Michael Parsons will be available for the season opener. I don't know, man. Jerry how old is Jerry Jones now? It seems like his negotiation skills and his running business skills is gone down the window. There is nobody that's taken away anything from you, Jerry, about what you've done with the Cowboys since you acquired them a long time ago. You built them into the most expensive franchise in the world. That has been phenomenal. But there's time when you let go of the reins and let Steven take over. And I don't know, Steven's getting up there now too. That's his son, by the way. So I don't know what's going on with Micah and the Cowboys. Well, I do. Obviously, it's money. This is professional sports. This is entertainment. It all boils down to millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I do know what's going on there. But if there's any updates, of course, I'll give them to you. But right now, it is the first weekend of the preseason for every team. We had the Hall of Fame game last weekend, but every team will play this weekend, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. But first, let's dive into college football coaches poll. We're diving into the NCAA. This is phenomenal. The football, the college poll the coaches poll came out yesterday. But this section is brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Get to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. The place is phenomenal, man. I go there a lot. They have award-winning hamburgers. They have incredible drink specials, bucket specials, all your games, everything playing over there. Tons of TVs, 6 different locations in the Houston area. Get over there. Now, your house, apartment, car, roof messed up, you call Wes Butler at Butler CCS Incorporated. Fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. 713-330-9472. This guy will hook you up, man. Butler CCS, that's on all social media. Fire, water, mold, and roofing. 713-330-9472. And you got some issues moving, hate boxing stuff up. I hate moving. It is one of the I read somewhere about moving causes the most arguments in relationships. Dude, don't argue. Call Ordonez Movers. 713-373-1659. Call Ordonez Movers. Let them take care of you. They make everything more easy. That's Ordonez Moving Services. Unbelievable. All right. Let's get into college football. This is phenomenal. I am stoked about the college football season for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm a UT fan. And Arch Manning is taking over college football, and it will happen week 1 because the coaches' polls came out, and number 1 is Texas, number 2 is Ohio State, and yep, they will play the first week of the freaking season. Texas earns its first ever preseason number 1 in the coaches' poll. They picked up 28 of the 67 first-place votes after a dominant 13-3 2024 campaign. Ohio State, defending national champs, right behind them. Penn State, Georgia, Notre Dame round out a loaded top 5 that all played in last season's college football playoffs. This is awesome. College football. Listen to these top 10 teams, guys. Listen to this. Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia, Notre Dame, Clemson at number 6, if you want to count them an underdog. Oregon, Alabama at 8, LSU, Miami at 10. Guys, I got chills. If you love college football, it doesn't get any better than this. These are your top dogs. These are the big boys. And this is going to be a blast. There's always going to be a smaller school that pops up in there somewhere. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. There's going to be, hopefully not too many injuries, but there's going to be injuries, man. But, dude, if you're looking for – you have old school Miami coming back in there after incredible seasons. Look, LSU, Miami, Alabama. Dude, it just looks fun. This looks like a lot of fun. Every weekend should be a blast on Saturdays, aside from when they schedule those just really weird games where it's 72-0. But small schools got to get paid too. And then you could absolutely have an Appalachian State somewhere. But they did a great job on the rankings. I Look, Clemson got a couple of number one votes, 2 number one votes, as a matter of fact. Ohio State had 20. Penn State had 14, Georgia 3, and as I mentioned before, Texas had 28 first-place votes. But the first weekend, guys, week 1, opener, August 30th in Columbus, Ohio, in a monumental clash. Monumental. Texas and Arch Manning go into Columbus at noon. This is crazy. It's a 12 o'clock game. Noon on a Saturday, number 1 versus number 2. It's like a first Super Bowl week 1 of the college football playoffs. I mean, this is unbelievable. Or week 1 of the college football season. This is crazy, but I'm here for it. I mean, ESPN will be all over this. They'll have college football countdown. It's just going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. It happens in what is the 6th? So it happens in 3 weeks? Get ready. Quick hits on the rest of the top 10. Clemson jumps in at number 6, bringing national title aspirations. True underdog vibe. Oregon 7, Alabama 8, LSU 9, Miami 10. Both looking to crash the CF college football playoff party. It's just going to be fun, guys. I wanted to touch on that. All the hype. College football is bringing all the hype. Nobody's talking about NIL right now, and it will be brought up throughout the season. Nobody's talking about transfer portal. They're just talking about, college football is so good at this. They're just talking about number 1 versus number 2 in Columbus, Ohio. Dude, can I get tickets to that game? I'm going to look for tickets this week. I want to go. That'd be phenomenal. Also, sticking with the football. NFL has a full slate of games this weekend, guys. Full slate. Let's see. I'll go down the list of them. The Colts and the Ravens. I'm just going to tell you how many. Well, yeah, I'll go down them. Colts, Ravens, Bengals, Eagles, Raiders, Seahawks all play on Thursday. The Raiders game is a big one. Geno Smith, I don't know if he's going to suit up. Look, it's week 1, preseason. I don't know how many guys are going to actually take the field that should take the field. But only Seattle backups are expected to play. The Raiders starters might get live reps. That's the expectation. Friday and Saturday, you got Detroit at Atlanta, Cleveland at Carolina, Washington at New England. And then Saturday, that's on Friday. Sorry. Saturday, you have Giants, Buffalo, Texans at Minnesota, Steelers at Jacksonville, Cowboys at the Rams. It's just football. Football's on TV all weekend. The sports world is starting to fire up. Sports with balls is starting to fire up. I love this type of year or this time of year. Man, couldn't get any better. NCAA, baseball's heating up, football preseason. Golly, man, this is fun. This is where my job gets really easy because storylines write themselves. All I do is get on here and talk about them. All right, we'll move on to baseball. As far as NFL, do we have any breaking news in the NFL? I talked a little bit about Micah Parsons earlier, the NFL acquiring or ESPN acquiring NFL Network. No, not really, man. I'm not going to get into any more fantasy football until next week. By the way, guys, there will be no show on Friday. Got a charity event Thursday night. Would love for me and my girl to get out and enjoy ourselves so we can sleep in on Friday. I took a day off of work. It's a personal day, so we will just be relaxing on Friday, and I will not be doing SWV early in the morning. We'll continue this next Monday. I'll start getting into fantasy football relevancy a little bit more, and we'll touch on all the wide receivers, running backs. I did quarterbacks already, but I'll redo that. I'll get in there again. Here's an interesting note. Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals, will start against the Chiefs this weekend. That could be one series, but last year, fantasy football, I took Kyler Murray because I thought he was going to be – there's always one guy really, like last year was Saquon Barkley that'll win your championship for you. I took Kyler Murray. I thought this guy's going to come back and explode. I took him late, or Yeah, I took him late, and I think he was my first quarterback taken. Thought he was going to blow up because I don't know. It was dumb. I still made the playoffs, won one of my leagues, but I thought Kyler Murray was going to win it all, and that was my surprise pick last year. I'll see if I got any surprise picks for this year. That one obviously didn't work out that well. All right, guys, did y'all pay attention to the show on Monday? I hope you did. As far as parlay of the day goes, I went 4 for 4, hit every single one of them. We're going to try to do it today. We're going to try to do it again today. Let me get my stuff ready so I can write all this down for you guys. Parlay of the day. Guys, it's Wednesday. Games start early. I think the first game today is 11:35. Orioles at the Phillies. Rangers, Suarez on the bump. Phillies been playing good ball, but the Orioles bring Mr. Rogers to the mound, and his 4-2, 1.44 ERA staying away from that game. Giants at the Pirates. Rays on the bump for the Giants, and the Pirates have Heaney. San Francisco is obviously favored. Dude, I might take San Fran. I'm going to put that up here. Let's see. I'm going to see if there's better ones. There's great games this week or at the beginning of this week, Monday through Wednesday, because good teams are playing bad teams, and their badass pitchers are starting against these bad teams. So it's been a lot of chalk betting, but, man, they're cashing in. Cashed in again last night. Just big games. I took Seattle last night. Boom. Toronto last night. Boom. Red Sox. Boom. But we'll see. Let me see these matchups real quick. Guardians and Mets, good pitching matchup. Williams for the Guardians been a good pitcher this year. 6-4 with a 3.33. He should have been a trade deadline acquisition for somebody, but nobody went after him. But Peterson's on the bump for the Mets, so I'm leaving that alone. Twins and Tigers. Flattery on the bump for Detroit. Twins destroyed my parlay yesterday on one of them by beating the Tigers. I would have absolutely cleaned up if the Tigers would have won yesterday, and they did not. So I'm going to leave that game alone as well because Flattery's just not been that good. Reds at the Cubs. Horton on the bump for the Cubs, but Abbott on the mound for Cincinnati. Not touching that either. Now we're on to the 135 games. Yankees at the Rangers. Aaron Judge is back. Yankees are favored in this because Rodon's on the mound. Leiter's on the bump for the Rangers. I'm just leaving that alone, too. Leaving that alone. But here we go into the good ones. Blue Jays at the Rockies. Guzman on the bump in Colorado. Give me the Blue Jays. I know. I think the Blue Jays won the first two. But I'm definitely taking the Blue Jays in Colorado. The Blue Jays have been hot. Or the over. I'm going to put that down here. On to the next. Rays and Angels. No. Cardinals at the Dodgers. Give me LA. Ohtani's on the bump. Liberators on the mound for the Cardinals. Yeah, I like the Dodgers. Ohtani didn't have that good of an outing last. I do not like Ohtani pitching. The guy can win an MVP and play in the majors and break records and be one of the best baseball players ever just as a hitter. I don't need him pitching. His stuff is, I know he's still working his way back in, but dude, if he pitches, he's the automatic MVP. He's 0-0 with a 2.40, so that's not bad, right? That they pull him after 3 innings. I know he had some soreness. What was it? How many innings did he pitch last game? It wasn't a lot. He left with some soreness. So that right there would shut me down for the whole year. If I'm the GM of the Dodgers, I'd be like, nope, not pitching anymore. You don't want to lose him. You don't want to lose Ohtani because you're trying to pitch him. You've got studs on the mound. But all right, Ohtani's pitching, and I'm taking him. Where are we at next? Astros beating up on the Marlins, but Mr. Junk's on the bump for the Marlins. I'm going to leave that one alone. Athletics at Nationals. The A's destroyed the Nationals yesterday. I'm not touching that. Royals at the Red Sox. Watch it on the bump for Kansas City versus Drake May. Dude, no. And then, dude, I would have taken this game. The Brewers at the Braves. The Brewers have been cleaning house lately, but I'm not messing with Spencer Strider, who's on the mound for Atlanta. So sorry. I know Quintana's been better this year than Strider, but I just, man, he could have one of those games, and I'm just leaving that alone. I will take the Mariners over the White Sox. Mariners are at home. Kirby's on the mound. Yeah, give me Seattle again. I took them last night. They did well for me, and the White Sox are terrible. And they have Cannon on the mound who's 4-8 with a 4.77. Last but not least, Padres at Diamondbacks. Dude, take the over in this maybe. Cortez is pitching with, he's 1-1 with a 9.0 ERA for the Padres versus Desclafani. He's 1-2 with a 4.9. Wow. What's the over under on this game? Hold on. These guys are just, they're bad this year. Really bad. I mean, the combined ERAs are almost 14 for both these guys. The over-under for this game is only 9.5. I may take the over. I'll put that down there. That's for late. I'll just save that. Look, if you're trying to do a makeup later on in the day or evening because you screwed up your parlay or your bets throughout the afternoon, take the over in the night game. All right, parlay of the day. Here we go. San Francisco, Toronto, LA, and Seattle. Boom. That's your parlay of the day. Do the -1.5 if you want to. If you want to try to make the not try. You will make your odds better, and you will win a ton more money if you think these guys are going to blow them out. That is San Francisco, Toronto, LA, Seattle. That's my parlay of the day in Major League Baseball. Look, take all 4. Take 3 of them. Take 2 of them. I don't care. But those are the teams that I think are going to clean house today. That's who I'm going with. And that is the end of this stream. No, I'm just kidding. I do have to thank a couple of people. Ordonez Movers, 713-373-1659, guys. Moving services. We make everything more easy, fast, and safe. Packing, commercial, pianos, residential, you name it. Ordonez Movers has got you. Butler CCS, West Butler. Fire, water, mold, roofing. 713-330-9472. Your house gets flooded. Anything happens, you need a new roof, hail damage, you've got black mold, call Butler. 713-330-9472. All right, guys. That's it, man. That's it. I'm excited about the college football season. We have NFL preseason coming up tomorrow. It starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look, it's going to be a blast. I am off on Friday. Sports of the Balls will be back on Monday. I may do – well, now I'm not going to promise anything. If y'all see me pop up, you see me pop up. This is Jeff Michaels, Sports of the Balls. I'm out of here.